to bring unity in Delta State and in Nigeria. So thank you very much. Very well. So I have to say it publicly. He doesn't ask what is happening. No, he doesn't talk. He talks less. So this stage will continue to move forward. Thank you and God bless. Delta cannot carry last. We have been in opposition for almost 10 years. Do we need that? Mr. President has supported us. He has shown us love. We cannot face him in 2027 to work against him. That love that he has shown to us in Delta State, we need to reciprocate it. We cannot do it in our own.
That's how they feel. And it seems that they are just on top of the world. It's all done. Who are those people that will challenge us? Who are they? Is it Peter Obi? Is it Atiku? Nobody can challenge us anymore, kind of. That's not how Onokpasa feels. You know, Onokpasa is one of the die-hard senior Onukus. He's one of them. Oh, he did his best to try to make people kind of give Tinubu time, patience. Less than 2 years ago, Mr. Onokpasa was on the same Arise News. Look how, you know, reminding everybody that care to listen that Tinubu had this strategy, this magic wand, and people should give him time. We are still on trying to give Mr. Tinubu time. This was under Bokwari Radajari. This was under Bokwari. But 2 years ago, Mr. Onokpasa was on a rise. In fact, let's say 18 months ago. 2 years will be too long. 18 months ago. But you know something? Between 2023, October, and April 2025, I don't know what happened to Onokpasa. So, I mean, kind of, immediately you will see this image. Depends on which side you are looking at it from. So the first one, what you may think of would be, well, there's nothing wrong with him. It's just like a, you know, textbook definition of Tinubunomic right now, Naonga. Or if you don't know him before, you are likely going to automatically feel like this man is unwell. Maybe he's currently going through a lot, like, you know, health-wise. We don't know what he's going through. But because he's an Agbadorian, feeling sorry for any Agbadorian is a sin. Do you know that? You don't? Oh, okay. Now you do. Don't waste your sympathy, empathy, or what have you on the Ronukus, especially if you don't have much left. Some of us have kind of like exhausted our sympathy when it comes to sharing them with people who don't wish us well. Because you see, I told you that before. An average Ronuku, whether they are abroad or they are in Nigeria, right? They are I mean, because of what they believe in, they are your involuntary enemies. You need to remember that. And I'll tell you why. Because what an average Ronukus believes in, there are things that will destroy, there are things that are destroying people's lives. Do you understand? Defending Tinubu, defending Bokwari, then defending Tinubu. That is somebody, except somebody who is suffering from, you know, bipolar disorder, lunacy, mental health disorder, whatever you want to call it. The child won't be all right upstairs. When people claim to be all right, and they are supporting these murderous people, defending all their atrocious, you know, policies and actions, that's your open enemy there. If you don't have any enemy before, and you have somebody who is a a member of your family, or be your friend who is an APC, well, there you go. Except if you are too dumb to notice it. Because Tinubu's actions and inactions continue to destroy lives, continue to destroy livelihoods right now as we speak. So if anybody decides to try to gaslight you or blackmail you for speaking up, who is that person to you? Your friend? Would you call that person a friend? I won't. When I saw Mr. Jesu Tega, seriously, I had to use some of my empathy. Because to me, we are all humans after all. Right? This time it wasn't on the TV to try to gaslight anybody who is calling out at Tinubu and APC on their failure. He's doing that himself. And in fact, he's promising to make sure that whatever it takes, he will be campaigning against Tinubu by 2027. His own promise, so you know what he's talking about 2027 now, right? You know where what the saddest thing is? Mr. Jesu Tega, Onokpasa, Mr. Man that used to be one of the recognized Ronukus and the Ronu Nazis, the bad idiots, the bad stats. They used to be those who defend Onokpasa on social media. But since yesterday, Baba, I then call the same Onokpasa. See, Onokpasa not go reach 2027. Why? They're now the ones who are pointing this out that look at the person where they talk, say no go vote for Tinubu in 2027. Should this one go reach 2027? Let know you. That's the thing. You know? That's the thing. You can't be working against your own interests. And at the end of the day, it won't catch up with you. It will. But here is Mr. Onokpasa. That whether decamp or no decamp, there will be no one-party state in Nigeria, and Tinubu is a failure. He might have lost a lot, physically. He hasn't lost his voice, even if you don't recognize him by his look. You will remember him by his voice. Shege, Banza. Senior Shege. I told you, most of you are living in denial, currently pretending, using social media to cover up. You might catch up with everybody. You don't understand. Chori Shege Banza, Egbon Shege ni. Get from change to next devil. From next devil, they say that they renew your hope. Renewed Shege ni. Banza. Ross.
Which don't deal when the people are hungry? Is it that easy for you to be a done deal? Let's feed our citizens. Let's govern well. It's not a question of people defecting to our party. It's a question of us ruling well. And in that angle, we have failed woefully. President Bola Tinubu has failed woefully to rule well, to provide food for Nigerians, to give them succor in these hard times. Let me come to this. The governor of Delta State, who recently defected to our party, is actually my cousin, Sheriff Oberewori. I don't have the slightest idea why he defected to our party. He did not tell me he was defected to our party. I wish he were. But I don't think it has value to him, or he has value to our party, or he adds value to Delta State. But I just wish it were. This whole idea of let everybody be, let us just keep packing people into our party, that's not democracy. The interesting thing, Ruben, is that you must always have opposition, because people must disagree. This idea of a one-party state is simply unattainable. There must be disagreement. Even in our party, we disagree. We are not even a one-party in our party. Is it Nigeria that will become a one-party state? It's a waste of time. So I wish my dear cousin Sheriff Oberewori well. I welcome him to our party. But I don't think this idea of everybody joining one party is good for democracy. I don't even understand why he left his party. It does not make any sense to me. Does not at all. I think President Tinubu should concentrate more on bringing down prices of goods and services, strengthening democratic values and all this idea of people coming to our party. That's not what is going to make us win the election in 2027.
They should take her.
I can tell you, just a minute, Ruben. I can tell you for free, Ruben, that at this rate we are going, all these things will help us in 2027. If we are not careful, Bola Tinubu will end up as a one-term president. Quote me anywhere. I'm not leaving my party for anybody. I'm a foundational member of the APC. And I'm not leaving it for anybody, including President Tinubu. Now, if you see the truth, you see the Bible says, and ye shall know the truth, and the truth shall set you free. You cannot pretend, even you, Ruben, you can't pretend that there is no hunger in the land. You cannot pretend that people are not finding it difficult to make ends meet. That's all. In fact, when Bola Tinubu called us to support him, he promised to make food cheap. At that time we were being insulted. We are Agbadorians. We are this, we are that. So we told him, we said, let us just produce food. And that's what he promised us. Only for him to come to power and then, in fact, only God understands what he's doing. That's his headache. I'm not leaving my party for anybody. Not at all. But I'm certainly not supporting him for 2027. And I'm going to make sure, going to gather with, it's not even PDP people. PDP is just a ridiculous party. They are not serious. It is us in APC who are dissatisfied with him, who put him in power. We are the ones that will remove him from the power. I can assure you.
Shay, help us, oh, help us. There is God, oh. There is God, oh, God, oh, God, oh, God, oh, God, oh, God, oh, God, oh. God should descend, oh, today God will descend here.
God will descend here today. Mr. Onokpasa, I bet you would understand why a lot of people will be trolling him. APC, Egbekegbe, they are so evil. Ojumidada, they are so evil, right? That if you are not mentally strong, APC, Egbekegbe, they will make you think something is wrong with you. Yeah. You look at, you turn left, you turn right, people are everywhere begging. And you yourself, you've noticed that, like say things have gone worse. So there are more people begging now. There are more people stealing and robbing people now. Carjacking, this and that. So now you are seeing it. And then you are talking about it and you want them to do something. APC, Egbekegbe will begin to say, no, you don't know what you are talking about. Because, this morning alone, I have seen more than 20 beggars, some with children, some with, and I'm talking about that. This person is telling me that I don't know what I'm talking about. I should shut up. And to make me, when I don't want to stop, when I don't want to shut up, to make me stop, then they'll begin to throw tribal, ethnic, religious slur at me. right? Just to make you stop. Then you begin to wonder and say, Nami no see and well. Wait till. Things are so expensive now. This inflation is actually killing a lot of people. I know people who have lost their businesses, who have lost their jobs because of all this whole thing. And I'm talking about it. Somebody is trying to make me look like I am the marketing Nigeria. So that is why when you see people who are not being nice to Mr. Onokpasa, it's because they all have history of telling him that now thunder go fire him. You this Onokpasa, now we go kill you. Oh, joy. Looking at him on the screen. Obviously, it's not right. It's kind of like health related. Whether he's got any terminal sickness or some underlying health, issue. We don't know. But he kept talking about food. Food. When you look at the way he looked, right? You probably won't even say it's about healthcare. Mind you, Onokpasa is believed to be a lawyer, by the way. Yeah, they said he's a lawyer. I just don't know, maybe those charge and bail lawyer or something. I don't know, but they said he's a lawyer. So which means he should be in the category of the middle class, even though it doesn't really look it. But you get what I mean? Like, he's in that place where he's got a service that is sought after, and you can't compare him with some of these louts or these cretins on social media per se, even though he made himself one, a cretin. Yeah? So looking at him on the screen there, you will tell that he is not fine. Number one, if it is health related, Arise News ordinarily, because he's one of their star guests anyway, right? Arise News shouldn't even put him on the screen. Or maybe Onokpasa insisted. I say, oh, but if I want that before I die, somebody said it. Somebody said maybe he's dying. And before he dies, he wants to say the truth. But whatever you hear people say, majority of them are not bad people. These are, just like as we are right now, these are the people that have been traumatized, brutalized, bullied, threatened on social media by different kind of Ronukus, the Ronu Nazis, the Agbadorians, the bastard, the bad idiots. So don't look at them and say, oh, no, come on, don't say that. Don't say. They are not really horrible people. These are people who have endured so much lies from these guys that they do ask themselves and say, are these guys real? Like, how much are they, offering you to take it upon yourself to defend these rogues, even though you yourself, you are a victim? You are not spared. So when you see them troll them, you should understand why. Here is one of the scenarios that makes people to continue to troll him, even though I wish him well. I do. I really do. You understand? It's unfortunate that there are, because he's not alone. If anything happens to him, there are others too, millions of them in that same category, unfortunately. This is one of the most famous encounter with Onokpasa and Rufai. Now, somebody else mixed them together now to give this classic.
Economy has tanked. You are pretending to be a journalist. The indicators are there. With you? Since he came in, the indicators are there. Number one, the cost of the dollar to the naira. What does it matter with you? The cost of the dollar to the naira has tanked tremendously as a result of the fluctuation of the currency. All right, that's one. Is that Tinubu's fault? Secondly, don't you know why naira tanked? I'm still asking my question. Secondly, it's been
a few moments later.
Now, if you see the truth, you see the Bible says, "And ye shall know the truth, and the truth shall set you free." You cannot pretend, even you, Reuben, you can't pretend that there is no hunger in the land. You cannot pretend that people are not finding it difficult to make ends meet. That's all. In fact, when Bola Tinubu called us to support him, he promised to make food cheap. You know, at that time we were being insulted. We are Agbadorians. We are this, we are that. You know. So we told him, we said, let us just produce food. And that's what he promised us. Only for him to come to power and then, in fact, only God understands what he's doing. That's his headache.